Okay, moving on to patching our show. We're going to be using 12 dimmer channels, and you find them in the generic folder. So we'll scroll down, find generic, down to dimmer, and just drop and drag that onto dimmer 1. It'll ask you how many you want. We just want 12. So we'll type in 12 and click patch. As you'll see down there, it's already made the group. Now we'll go to output 2. This is where we're going to patch our moving lights. We're going to be using Max 600s and Max 700s, both extended versions. So we'll just find the Martin folder, scroll down to Max 600, Max 600E, grab mode 4, drag it onto dimmer 1, and again it'll ask you how many we want to patch. We want to patch 8. Click patch. As you'll see, they're patched and they've already been a group made for them. The Max 700s, grab the extended. We'll start those at 120 and we want 8. Click 8 and patch, and as you'll see, they're already made. Now we're just going to temporarily patch them to ArtNet just so I can see them in the visualizer. We could, as you see, patch them to any DMX output. So we'll just make that Universe 1. Click OK. And we'll make the next one Universe B. We'll make that Universe 2. Click OK. And now the visualizer should see them. We'll just check that. Just grab the dimmers, fade them up. Yes, we can see those. We'll just grab the Max 600s and fade them up. They're all working. And we'll grab the Max 700s, fade them up. And they're all working fine. Okay, moving on to making our groups. We're making our generic groups first, so we're just going to grab dimmer 1 and 2, which I've assigned as the piano profiles, and I'm going to call that Piano Pros. Click OK. Now I'll just hit clear. Grab dimmer 3 and 4, I've assigned them as the center profiles. Let's just check that, that's correct. Click add group and type center or cent pros, either one. We'll call them center pros, I'll probably change that later. 5 and 6, they are my guitar profiles, correct. I'll just click add group and I'll call those guitar pros. And 7 and 8 were my drum profiles, I'll just grab those. Add group, call them drum pros. I'll add the rear profiles in at a later date, but for now I'll just make those groups. Okay, recording our positions. We're going to aim all the moving lights at all 4 positions on stage to start with. We'll start with the piano. So we'll highlight fixture 1 and we'll just tilt that and pan that towards the piano. I'm doing that on screen, I'm not using my trackball. Okay, next one. And when you've got it highlighted, you only need to click next or click on the fixture itself and it will highlight it. Doing fixture 3. Okay, so I've got all the Max 600s now pointing at the piano. So we're going to record preset and we're going to call that piano. Hit record. And now all the Max 600s should be pointing at the piano. I'll just clear them, select all Max 600s, oh they're still highlighted, and put them to the piano. Now we're going to add the Max 700s into those groups that we made with the Max 600s. I've just jumped ahead a little bit. I'm just up to the last fixture now. Once I get that onto the piano, I'll be updating the piano position. I like to do this with all fixtures, it just saves real estate in the position preset panel. So we're just going to click to preset, find the piano, it's up the top, click update, you'll be asked to do it again, update, and you'll find that we've got all of our Max 700s now pointing at the piano. Okay, we're just going to check all of our groups. I'll start with the Max 600s, I'll send them to full, and I'll just check those positions: piano, to center, to the guitar, to the drums, and a position I just made on the curtains. I'll just send them to a deep blue. Now I'll just check the Max 700s, send them to full, to the piano, to center, to the guitar, and to the drums. And I won't bother making a cue on the curtains just yet. Okay, moving on to making fans. And we're just going to do this with the Max 700s. We'll just make 3 or 4 fans. Just going to tilt them all forward. We'll just make a basic position about mid-stage. And we'll just go to preset. We're just going to call that fan 1. Click record. Okay, now this is what I really like about the panning and tilting options. You can just hold down the command button and grab one of those circles, top or bottom, and you'll see what it does. I'm just grabbing the center and pulling it forward. And this is why I've inverted the pans as well. It makes doing this a lot easier to make big looks very simply. So we're just going to call that fan 2. Click record. Let's just see what happens when we drag that whole thing. Now I'll show you what happens when you grab the bottoms. See how we're tilting left and right? You can obviously do that with the pan. You can do that with any function. And just by playing you come up with fans that you might not normally come up with. So we're going to call that one fan 3. Click record. Okay, so our show is ready to go. We're just going to check a few things now. Create a few quick looks. Send everything to full. Scroll across some colour. I'll make colour palettes as I program. I don't like to be tied down to colour palettes that I've pre-recorded. They might not suit the songs. Just check a few fans. Scroll across some colour. It's very simple. As you can see the gobos there that are in the fixtures. Pick the gobos that you like. We'll be showing more of this when we're actually programming our song. And later on we'll also be adding fixtures, changing our roof heights, etc. So we can show you how things look in different venues and how we would go about reprogramming for those venues. So look out for that in lesson 2, which will deal with the programming of the show. Okay, that's it for this lesson. We'll see you in lesson 2. For more information on clarity, please visit lsclighting.com. For more information on this demo, please visit luxart.com.au.